In our 22 years of marriage, my wife has never understood why I act the way that I do when I'm watching a game. I keep telling her that yelling at the TV actually does have an impact on the players and the refs, but for some reason she doesn't believe me. But hey, I'm a sports fan, and that's what sports fans do. Well, some of us anyway. But to be fair, I don't always go nuts when I'm watching a game. It only happens when one of my favorite teams are playing. When it comes to college, I'm a big Carolina fan. North Carolina, that is. It doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, lacrosse, or chess. I am always pulling for the Tar Heels. Unless, of course, they're playing against my alma mater, Lenoir University. Thankfully, LR is a small school, so they almost never play each other. But if they ever do, I'm pulling for my Bears. As for pro sports, I've got my favorites there too. Obviously, I'm an absolute huge Carolina Panthers fan. My favorite NBA team is the Charlotte Hornets. For hockey, gotta love the Carolina Hurricanes. And baseball, the Atlanta Braves, of course, who, by the way, just won their 5th straight division title. Sorry, Mets fans. Funny thing is, I don't even like baseball, but that doesn't matter. I still love the Braves. And while it's always better if my favorite teams are having a great season, at the end of the day, win or lose, they're still my team because that's what it means to be a fan. Fans love their teams, and this love impacts their calendar. It doesn't matter what's going on. They aren't going to miss a game. It impacts their emotions. Win, and they're on top of the world. Lose, and it can get ugly. And this love even has an effect on their relationships, especially on game day when your best buddy goes for the other team. When fans are watching the game at home, they'll cheer even if they're all by themselves and there's no one to hear them. But when they're at the game, well, that's when fans are at their best. They're in their true element. I'm not sure if there's anything in the world that compares to the excitement, insanity, and sheer volume of a stadium filled with crazy fans. Some are painted from head to toe, some have costumes and noisemakers, and some are content to simply wear their team colors. But all of them want the same thing, a win. Tens of thousands of people packed into one place cheering their hearts out for their team. You can feel the love, the joy, and the passion. Wouldn't it be incredible if folks got that excited about their faith? What if churches were packed with people cheering for Christ? Can you imagine the impact Christians would make if we all had that same kind of love, joy, and passion for the Lord that we have for our favorite teams? But the better question is, why don't we? We have a God who loves us so much that He sent His Son to give His life for us all. Because of Jesus' death and resurrection, we have been given the gift of life and life eternal. That's something to get excited about, don't you think? So friend, let me encourage you to be a fan of the faith. Get pumped up. Go crazy. Praise God with all that you are and all that you have. Show the joy of your salvation. Share the love of the Spirit. Don't just be a believer. Be a fan. I'm Pastor Stephen Mims, and that's your word for Wednesday. May God bless you.